Imagine you start 20 tasks and finish 2. You open a new doc, a new tab, a new project, excitement spikes. Then within hours, that energy is gone and the unfinished pile grows. That pattern is not a character flaw. It's a predictable collision between how your brain seeks novelty and how progress actually happens. Today, I will teach you one compact mental model and a single micro-habit that together make finishing ordinary tasks dramatically more likely. No long systems, no willpower theater. A clear, repeatable routine you can use now and again tomorrow and again next week until finishing becomes the default, not the exception. First, the reality. Your brain rewards beginnings. Novelty triggers dopamine, which feels like momentum. Finishing, by contrast, requires closure signals and a modest dose of friction. The result is endless starting and infrequent shipping. The good news is the brain responds strongly to tiny, precise cues. Our framework, the pin-chunk ship method, turns that wiring into an advantage. It has 3 parts. Pinpoint the smallest meaningful finish, chunk it into a 5-minute micro-task, and ship it immediately. Those are the steps. I'll explain why each works, how to do it across work and life, and give a 2-week habit plan that forces results. Step 1. Pinpoint. The trap is vague goals. Work on the report is a sandbag. Write the report is a mountain. Pinpointing means you decide the smallest outcome that counts as a true finish for this session. It must be a deliverable, not a feeling. Examples. Instead of work on slides, your pinpoint might be finalize slide 3 and export a PDF. Instead of start lesson, write the lesson title in 3 bullet outcomes. Instead of clean the garage, choose clear 3 labeled boxes and move them to the car. The rule: a pinpoint is a clear, visible finish. Why this works: closure matters. The brain loves completed units. Pinpointing creates a tiny, tangible finish line your reward system can latch onto. Step 2. Chunk into 5 minutes. Now take the pinpointed finish and ask, can any forward step of 5 minutes or less directly produce that finish? If yes, do that 5-minute chunk now. If not, reduce the finish further until you can produce something actual in 5 minutes. The 5-minute finish rule is not about working for 5 minutes and stopping forever. It's about ensuring the step directly yields a completed artifact. A 5-minute chunk might be typing a commit message and pressing commit, recording a 60-second voice note that summarizes a lesson, or trimming 1 paragraph from your draft and saving an exported file. The cognitive insight. Short deadlines increase urgency and reduce avoidance. They also reduce cognitive load because the brain only needs to maintain focus briefly. Step 3. Ship. The moment the 5-minute chunk produces the finish, ship it. Shipping means an external action that converts the internal work into a real-world outcome. Hit send, export, and upload, move the box to the car, mark done in your task manager, commit the code, post the image. Shipping creates a reliable reward pulse. The dopamine arrives not from starting, but from completing and externalizing the output. That reward reinforces the chain, making the next pin chunk ship easier to trigger. How to do this in practice in 5 real examples. Example A. Email overload. Pinpoint. Send the follow-up to Anna that clarifies next steps. Chunk. Draft a 1-sentence summary and a 1-sentence ask. 5 minutes. Ship. Send the email now, then archive the thread. Example B. The half-finished article. Pinpoint. Export a 400-word draft of section 1 as a PDF. Chunk. Clean up the introduction and export. 5 minutes. Ship. Upload to your notes or share with a reviewer. Example C. Home life. Pinpoint. Clear the top of the kitchen counter and put dishes in 1 load. Chunk. Set a timer for 5 minutes and do it. Ship. Start the dishwasher and hit start. Example D. Learning. Pinpoint. Create a 1-slide summary of this chapter. Chunk. Open a slide, type 3 bullets, save. 5 minutes. Ship. Add the slide to your study folder where people get stuck in the fixes. Objection 1. 5 minutes feels too short for meaningful work. Answer. The 5-minute unit is strategic. It forces you to define a real finish. Many meaningful outcomes are achievable if you define them correctly. If a true delivery needs more time, chain multiple 5-minute finishes, each producing a visible artifact. Objection 2. I'll just create a bunch of low-quality micro-outputs. Answer. The goal is progress, not perfection. Shipping small, testable outputs lets you iterate and improves quality faster than endlessly tinkering in private. Objection 3. I'll cheat and call small, useless things finishes. Guard against this by setting a simple finish test. If an external person could understand or act on what you shipped, it counts. If it's purely cosmetic placeholder, it's not a finish. Additional tools to amplify the method. Tool A, the 2-minute inbox buffer. Before you open any big project in the day, spend 2 minutes listing the top 3 things you'd like to finish using Pin-Chunk-Ship. This primes prioritization and reduces the novelty trap. Tool B, the visible finish ledger. Keep a small digital or paper table with timestamps of finishes. Seeing a growing list of ships in a day is a powerful motivator and proof that the method works. Tool C, the pre-ship friction remove. Prepare simple shipping routines for your common tasks, an email template with a send and archive macro, a save and export button in your editor, a labeled box and car-ready spot by the door. Reduce friction between completion and shipping, a short practice to try right now. Pick one partially started thing within reach, a half-finished message, a stalled slide, a messy desktop pile. Pinpoint a finish you can plausibly create in 5 minutes. Set a timer for 5 minutes. Do the chunk, ship it. Notice how different that feels from starting without a finish. The 2-week plan to make this habitual. Week 1, use Pin-Chunk-Ship for every starting moment you intentionally choose. Aim for 3 finishes per day, record them. Week 2, add the 2-minute inbox buffer each morning and the visible finish ledger. If you miss, do not punish, note the gap and try again. After 2 weeks, you should notice a surge in completed items and a qualitative shift. Tasks feel smaller, momentum feels real, and anxiety about mounting work decreases. The psychological backbone. Why does this simple pattern win? It leverages 3 robust cognitive principles. 1. Motivation follows certainty. A precise finish line increases the perceived probability of success and therefore motivation. 2. Deadlines compress procrastination. A 5-minute window triggers action. 3. Tangible socialization of work via shipping converts private doubt into external feedback, which is safer and faster for improvement. When these 3 are combined, you get a virtuous loop. Finish induces reward. Reward increases repeat behavior. Repeat behavior builds a habit. Final guardrails. Do not mistake micro-finishes for strategic planning. Use them to create momentum toward meaningful goals, not to substitute action for planning. Also, keep a weekly North Star review. Once per week, choose one larger project and design a realistic chain of 5-minute finishes that lead to its completion. The North Star keeps direction. The Pin-Chunk-Ship supplies propulsion. The last word, finishing is a skill, not a moral attribute. The 5-minute finish rule gives your brain a simple map and a reliable reward. Start small. Pick one stalled thing right now. Define a clear finish, set a 5-minute timer, and ship. If you do this today and again tomorrow, you will be astonished at how much you complete in a week. If this helped, try the 2-week plan and note 3 shipped items on day 14. Share those wins with someone. Small victories compound when witnessed. Finish one thing now. Ship it. The rest follows.